Now we're going to play the D major scale. And if you're in the beginning stages of learning, if you've only been playing 1 or 2 months, then practice the scales like this, and you can practice your A major scale and your G major scale in the same way. So first we're going to play each note 2 times on a down and an up bow. And then we're going to stop. That stop gives you a chance to monitor what your right hand is doing and not to be too 100% completely focused on your left hand. Also, it gives you time to really think about your finger placement. So we'll repeat each note. Okay, down, up, stop. And then we're going to place a finger. That was first finger. Now place second finger. And when you place second finger, now, again, in these beginning stages of learning, keep your first finger in place. Don't push down hard on it. Just let it stay in place. Realize that the second finger is keeping the string down, and the first finger is just hanging out in the spot where it was. Okay, now same thing. Put down your third finger. You're not going to be pressing down with first and second fingers, but they're going to stay in their places. And the reason to do this is to just start to have kind of this this feeling of the whole hand, of the spacing pattern. So you can kind of feel the distance between the first and second finger, the second and third finger, sort of all at once. It gives you this feel as opposed to just isolated notes on the fingerboard. Okay, so now we were at the G. Okay, now we're going to rock over to the A string. So we're not playing fourth finger yet. So A string, first finger, same thing. Now we're going to leave that first finger down when we play second finger, and then leaving the first and second fingers down but not pressing when we play third finger. Okay, now when we descend, our fingers are in place. Okay, so we're just, when we lift, that finger should still be on its mark. Lift third finger. Play 2 C sharps. Play 2 Bs. 2 A's. Okay, now we're going to cross over to the D string, and then what I want you to do, and again, we will not be doing this for very long, but just for now, I want you to put your first finger down where it will be going, the second finger down it will be going, and then third finger down, and then play your third finger. Now lift up third finger, and hopefully your F sharp second finger is in the right place. First finger. Okay, so when I went from the A string, and then I put those fingers down, 1, 2, 3, some refer to this as block fingering. I have other videos on this subject. Block fingering is one of those worm can openers, okay? And some teachers use this even in the first 2 years of playing. I don't. I think it starts to create a dependency, but in these first few months, it's okay to kind of map out these notes ahead of time. Once you're fluent with this, and you are descending the scale, then just put the third finger down, but you're going to have your second and first fingers very close to where they're going to go. Now I know where that second finger is going to go. I can feel it close to the third finger, even though I'm not completely pressing it down. I don't know if you can see from that angle, but I would say they're only about 1 millimeter away from the string. In fact, they can even touch, barely touch, and then they press down when it's their turn. Okay, so I want you to practice with those little stops for coordination, and then once you've done this, I would say a month or 2, then start to take those spaces out. so that was the D major scale.